Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona channel in English. Well, the league has started. Koeman gave yesterday a press conference, and there are some news we have to talk about and analyze them properly. So, let's start. Well, the first thing we have to talk about is the press conference that yesterday Koeman took, better said, because it was yesterday, not now. Okay, so he talked about many things, especially the first questions were about Messi, and actually the headlines of this interview was Messi is part of the past and we have to live in the present. And I think we have a strong plantel. Actually, he focused on that a few times. Sometimes. He mentioned that the team is still strong, something that we talked about the last matches when we saw Barcelona, that pressured high, that some of the players were able to perform somehow better than last year, especially Griezmann. If I have to point out at one of those players, could be Griezmann perfectly. And also we were talking about a team that was not completed because for different reasons, some of the players were not yet playing with us or not with us yet in that moment. And now they are here. Some of those players could be perfectly Pedri, Eric Garcia, who else? Mingueza, all those players who went with their national teams to the different competitions, European competition, American competition, etc. Or even though all those players who went to the Olympic Games, so they had less time to prepare. So even though we saw a strong team, I think even it's stronger. The problem, of course, as you can imagine, it's the exit. It's Messi's exit. Messi's exit, it has been not just sportively and economically a huge strike, if not, even though morally. So the team has felt how his captain, how one of the most or one of the best players in the world, for not saying the best, has been gone. No, and it's impossible to replace that role he had, that his qualities, everything he gave to the team, right? We were talking yesterday that Griezmann should be the player who should step up and show his capacity and his abilities to do or to try to approach what Messi gave to us. And yeah, I think that's the point. Actually, that was one of the questions. One of the I saw the press conference, not in direct, it was later, but wow, I saw it. And one of the journalists asked him if Griezmann could be the player who replaced Messi, and Koeman said, of course, no, nobody can replace Messi, but he likes to work with Griezmann. Actually, the point was that Griezmann was about to go out at the beginning of the summer, and now he became one of the most important players for the team. And he said that Griezmann, for him, he always liked to play with Griezmann because he's a man of the team. He plays, he sacrificed himself for the team. He tries to work. He works very well. Actually, you've never heard me saying, no, Griezmann doesn't work well, he doesn't run. No, Griezmann does that and much more. The problem is that sometimes he disappears. When the team has the ball, it seems he doesn't know what to do, really. So that's a problem. But it's not just that. There were some points here that he talked about. For example, about Memphis. They asked, what do you expect from Memphis? Because you know him for a long time. And he said, well, it's true that I have been 2 years in the national team with Memphis. He has a lot of effectivity, and and he's able to do much more. We've lost Leo with this effectivity, and now we're going to ask to score more goals to other players. One of them, of course, is going to be Memphis, because he has a goal. He has proved the previous matches, but not just Memphis. He said also other players from the forward or the midfielders too. So I think it's a good tactic. Also, he was asked about some of the players who just came or they are recovering. For example, De Jong, Gavi. They are asking, is Gavi to be against Real Sociedad? Because remember, Gavi got, I think it's the bone of the mouth broken. No, I don't have the name. No, I don't remember. Sorry. So he said that he's using a mask. So, but he's training and he's doing well. So probably he will be on the at least on the. He will be called. And other one is De Jong. He said that De Jong has been training perfectly with the team, with his mates, and if there is no counter time, if that's a word, I'm not sure. Well, if there is no problem, De Jong will be there for Sunday, so for today. Also, he was asked about the players who just came from the Olympic Games, Eric Garcia and Pedri. We are going to talk about them later too, but he said that both of them has come with joy, and they are training quite hard. That's the question, because they asked him, like, are you going to make them play? And he said that, especially Pedri said that they have shown that they can play perfectly. So he doesn't see any reason to don't let them play. Yeah, well, maybe because they played 73 matches last year and they should rest and recover. Could be one of the reasons. I don't know, Koeman, think about that. I know you can speak English. The other ones, I'm not sure. Maybe Pedri and some of them. Piqué or some of them. But you, I know you speak English, man. If you hear that, think of that. Of those 73 matches that Pedri played last year and with no rest. Also, he was asked about the... I'm going to talk about some things. One of them is quite funny. He was asked about the defense. As I told you 2 days ago, there is a capacity now on the Camp Nou of 22 million. Oh, what I'm talking about? 22,000 people. Sorry, out of 96, I think we have. And then, so the 20%, if I'm not wrong, and then, or 30. Well, anyway, then we just sold, I think, 15,000, something like that. It was not full of the capacity we have in the moment. And then one of the journalists asked Koeman, "What do you think? It's that prove that the fans don't see the Barcelona as before because Messi left?" And then Koeman said, "Well, of course Messi's exit has been a strong strike and hurtful, but we don't have to live in the past." That's when he said that. No? These things happen. Players change the team time to time. That's true, actually. Don't forget, Messi was a special case, as Puyol, Xavi, all these players who came from La Masia. Normally, they don't usually change the team if they start playing in the first team. Of course, if they don't have chances, as Piqué in his moment, or Eric Garcia, so they Cucurella or Aleñá, sorry. I was trying to remember the name. So yeah, they changed the team, and there's no real no drama, no problem about that. So yeah, I think what Koeman said, it's the logic. Actually, as I was saying, Messi is the exception of being a one club man. No, but well, it happened. He didn't finish playing just for Barcelona, and yesterday he seemed happy with his Argentinian friends watching the PSG playing. So I'm happy for him, for Messi. And he said that that's not the true, that Messi's exit It's not the reason that people didn't come to the field. It's more because of the pandemic situation, because it's holidays yet. Not everyone is in Barcelona. I guess the main number of partners for Barcelona, the socios, they are from Barcelona, because nothing makes literally no sense to have a partnership. In my case, for example, I want it, but of course I live in Thailand, and many of the things they give you, or they give you, can say that, like a discount when you go to watch matches, or discounting in t-shirts, etc., or other things, okay? Or you can get a discount if you go to the museum, to Barcelona's museum, etc. You get some things free, I think, if I'm not wrong. It makes no sense if you live in China or Taiwan or Japan or USA. It makes no sense at all to pay 200 euros or I think it's a bit less, but around 200 euros each year for something that you're not going to enjoy, right? It's like you buy a car and you have no driving license. It makes no sense at all. So the same. So he said that people is on holidays now. They are on vacations. They are on the beach. They will not come now. So, well, I think something. For some way he's right, but otherwise. It's true too that maybe the people doesn't believe now without Messi we have chances, etc. But later Koeman didn't lost the hope on the team, and that's what we can think, because later he was asked, "Do you think this team could fight for the championship, for the Champions League?" And he said, "Well," he didn't say. He said many things, meaning no. We cannot fight for the Champions League. And he said, we have to think about the league first. The Champions League is another thing. There are matches. We have a strong team. It's true that there are teams that not having the best players in of the positions they have won, but we are strong and we could fight for it. So he was meaning like the exit of Messi has made our chances to win the Champions League drop. That's true, actually. That's a fact. No, we cannot discuss. And Koeman was trying to avoid saying, yes, we have less chances than before. But that's true too. There are teams that without having the best players in the world, they have won the Champions League, because the Champions League, don't forget, is not a competition where you perform. It's just a punctual or a precise match, and in 90 minutes anything can happen, because there are so many conditions, and there are matches playing in the other team's field, playing at home or playing away, playing at home. So it's really hard to get the Champions League, but anything can happen, right? Actually, for example, I have an example. Chelsea. For me, Chelsea was not exactly clear, because I was thinking yesterday, like a match, a team who didn't have the best players and was able to win the Champions League. Chelsea. Werner didn't play even with the German national team. Played, but few matches. Don't know many Mendy when they have. Don't know many players. They are not the best of the best, and they won the Champions League, so, and that's quite good. But well, yeah, the competitivity and everything have been touched. Anyway, I want to talk about a few things more. One of them is that finally Memphis Depay and Eric Garcia has been signed for LaLiga. Well, Garcia, they are still studying. I don't know what happened. For Memphis Depay, that's for sure. And that's because Piqué reduced his salary. I don't remember how much. I understood 10 million euros. But well, anyway, Piqué has reduced his salary. I'm not going to say how much, but if I'm not wrong, he increased his contract 1 year more, and that helped to the team to reduce the salaries, to the total payroll, and let Barcelona signed Memphis Depay and Eric Garcia. No rush for Kun Agüero because he's injured, and also For Emerson Royal, not Royal, the La Liga didn't consider him as a new signing, if not as a return, because remember Barcelona paid for him a part of the money they had, so it seems that La Liga was considering him just like a player who came back to the team, so they signed him from the first time. This was not just because of Piqué, because of also the sales we've got and these and the players who has been given us a loan, as Trincao, Aleñá, or Conrad. No? Well, in these two last cases, they are a transfer, not a loan. But well, thanks to Piqué, but there are some problems in Barcelona, because even without Messi, our total payroll is 95% of our salaries or of our economy. And it seems in Barcelona they are trying to ask Jordi Alba to reduce his salary, and he seems not really happy with that. And as far as I read, some newspapers, they are saying that he didn't accept it directly. Like, no, I have contract in 2024, and this is my salary, and I'm sorry, that's your problem if you have economical problems. And in the team, they are not really happy about that. But anyway, I read in other places where Sergio Roberto, who's in conversation of renewing his contract, he said that that's not true, that Alba Alba and him and everyone wants to reduce the salary to help the team. Well, I don't know. Of course, there are players who they don't feel it, they don't want it. And it seems that they are trying to get that from the captains. Actually, it was one of the questions for Koeman. What do you think about those players who then reduce their salaries? And he said that he cannot talk about that, but because that's the president's issue, and he's a manager, he just talk about football. I think quite right, no? But anyway, that's all for today, guys. So today we will do the pre-match. Remember, we will analyze. If I'm not wrong, I saw yesterday who is going to play for Real Sociedad. So we are going to analyze which team we should play with, and then how should we play, and many things. And we will talk about some news more if I see some of them. So thank you for watching us, and see you in the next video. Have a nice day.